A family, including a mom and 2 young children, were killed when their home caught fire in Scappoose. Fire officials have just released their names. They were Shuri Hahmeyer and her 9 and 6-year-old children. Authorities also released a photo of all that is left of their home, which caught fire early Sunday on Northwest St. Helens Road.
We've been here for about 38 years. It was a nice piece of property, and it was a good place to raise kids. It's been a good home. I don't normally sleep real sound, but for some reason that night I was, and I just heard Kathy,
I smelled smoke.
Yeah, you know, your first instinct, you got babies in there, so you go in. I crawled in looking for the kids, and the blankets were smoldering, and they were all piled up, and the TV started melting, and it dawned on me that if they were there, they're gone. We lost our babies. We lost our daughter. We lost our grandchildren. And, you know, it's a hard thing to try and save them and fail. Then you find out, oh, gee, we're not going to let you build your house.
You're going through this horrible situation. You're just trying to breathe, and you're having to deal with logistics. To say you have to produce your home's original building permit for us to agree that it was lawfully established was unfathomable, especially when you consider that the county had been taxing them on that house with full record of the house from a tax standpoint.
We thought it was just going to be a normal process because we'd been here for almost 40 years. And so we really didn't think it was that big a deal. And it started being a big deal. And I got Dave's number from a logging associate of mine that's had some experience with Dave.
When you have a case like this, there are 2 things that we do at OPOA. You look at it from the legal angle. Is there a way that we can fix this through legal channels? And the other thing, we can go to the Capitol. We solve quite a few problems for property owners by going directly to Salem and meeting with legislators.
The Haymeyers had nothing but trouble until OPOA stepped in. And at that point in time, Honeycutt called me, and I called Senator Weber, and we said, this shouldn't be this hard.
It was suggested to me that I pull together all these folks from Multnomah County and express just how important this was in moving forward.
The county went from being, the rules are the rules, we're not going to let this happen, to, okay, what can we do to help? If the Haymeyers had to hire private counsel, the cost for this would have been well into the 6 figures.
Dave and Sam kept us informed without giving us false hope. That's a fine line to walk. Being in the dark on a deal like this is huge, and it's nerve-wracking.
Unfortunately, there's many families out there like the Haymeyers. If we were able to take on more of those cases, we would, and I know how much of a difference we would make for so many families in Oregon.
OPOA is a nonprofit, and we need to contribute to that to make sure that what they are doing is sustained.
For a lot of folks, we're the last call, and they call us, and we find a way to help them, and we do it without charge.
I know they're drowning in work, and there's still more to happen because the bureaucracy is not abating. In fact, I would submit it's digging in harder. And so that makes the clarion call to action for organizations like OPOA to exist and receive support from people willing to support it tangibly with their dollars.
We're just a little family here, and they were willing to help us through a tough time. It was unbelievable to me.